How you?
Like the Cavs, we gotta let them know. When Cali would have shield for me, when Cali would have shield for me, like the Cavs, we gotta let them know. Cavs, we on, P-Cop, we on. The Antoine's broadcast.
What's going on, good people? Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Hope everybody had a good week. Welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey podcast show. I'm your host, Spivey. Y'all see who I got with me. Right hand corner, y'all left, Kale's the truth. My bottom, y'all bottom as well. Peacock in the building. Was good, fellas.
What up? We playing Hollywood Squares.
What's going on?
Hollywood Squares.
You on the right, down on the bottom.
Yes, my right, they left. No Peacock's bottom. Pause. But he had the bottom. Appreciate everybody for tuning into this episode live on the Diva Spivey Media Network. Also on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like y'all about to receive today. And the normal ritual. Kale's the truth, aka Kale's LL Cool J, because he's getting nothing but 2 L's above them belts. Time for myself and from Peacock. You know, we do it Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. We appreciate all the support for that as well. With that being said, we got a good show, a nice show. Waiting for y'all. We got a lot of NBA talk. We're going to get into the day. We had the Clippers force a game 7. We had the Knicks end the season. Lakers over with. We talk about Bron's future and speculations involving 3 NBA superstars as far as trade-wise, Giannis, Durant, and Trae Young. What's the best landing spots for them? But we going to start it off. Cavs Pacers series start this weekend. Cavaliers winning their opening round series 4-0 against the Heat. The Pacers ending theirs against the Bucks at 4-1. Now we're on the collision course with the Indiana Pacers, another team like to get out and run, led by Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Andrew Nembhard is playing good basketball. And man, how y'all feeling about this series? Pacers Cavs.
Go ahead, Kale.
I feel as though the Cavs should win this easily. Fairly. I mean, not easy, but it's going to be close games, but they should prevail. They play great defense. They have to stop the Pacers from going from the transition wise. So this is more important. Allen and Mobley have to rebound the ball better. I mean, more stronger than in this series. A little bit. I mean, better than what they did.
Why do you feel that?
Because that will stop the transition if they rebound the ball. It also will stop the transition if we score more, so they can get the ball out the basket. So I feel as though the Cavs will win.
We definitely gonna score.
Yeah, I mean,
we scored a hell of a lot this last series.
But what's your pet peeve? Spivey, our defense. So let's see if our defense gonna show up. You know, because this is a high power team who can score in any numerous ways. So that's my key.
I think we got the number 1 scoring offense.
Yeah, we average 120 points a game. Us and OKC. We giving up less points in the playoffs, but I'm just saying with this team who have scoring, our defense got to be on point. You know, last series we only had to stop Tyler Hero and Bam. This year we got to stop Halliburton, Siakam, Miles Turner, Nembhard. We have to stop them players for getting to their spots and scoring.
I can look at Andrew Nembhard like I'm looking at Davion Mitchell.
And Davion Mitchell, the last couple of games was scoring on us.
I mean, he was scoring on us the whole series.
I mean, I'm
just saying when you say they got more firepower per se scoring, you know what I'm saying? Like I could match up Davion Mitchell with Andrew Nembhard. Tyler Hero and Tyrese Halliburton, but I understand what you say as far as, you know, so they get out by them being able to get out and transition more than Miami. You know, they get easy buckets that way. I get what you said, but go ahead.
Well, we have to stop the transition game. That means we have to rebound the ball well and play defense. We're gonna score. Our scoring, I'm not worried about our scoring. I'm not worried about our bench play. I'm not worried about. I'm just worried about this series, the attention to details on defense. That's all I'm worrying about.
Talk to me, Peacock.
I mean, I feel good about us going into this series, especially looking at what we did this last year. We played tough defense. We scored a hell of a lot. And it's almost like we playing like we did when we were going on those 10+ game win streaks.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas it's not just one or two players, the whole team getting involved. That's on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball. So I look for us to continue doing what we're doing. We gonna keep scoring. We never had a problem scoring, and continue to play tough defense like we've been doing. Like, as long as we play our defense and put up points like we've been doing, I don't see us having an issue with the Pacers at all. And then, one last thing, when we did face them, one of the games we know in the end of the season we went up against them again. But one of those games we was kind of giving a lot of the players a little bit of rest as well. We was already in place for the number 1 seed, so I don't think we was laying it all out there, especially with the second team in, and we still sent the game into overtime.
Did we lose a 26-point lead? Is that the
Yeah, but you talking about while resting players, and we still sent them in overtime while we were resting players.
We should have whooped that. We lost a 26-point lead.
Yeah, I don't care who out there on that court. You don't lose no lead like that in the fourth quarter.
Right.
I'm sorry. I got the Cavs, of course, winning this series. I got them winning in 5-4-1. I think we win games 1 and 2 in Cleveland, lose game 3 in Indiana, win game 4, and then in game 5 here in Cleveland, and rest up and get ready for the winner between the Celtics and the Knicks. We'll touch on that a little bit later. I agree with you, Kels. The Cavaliers got to stop the transition play of the Indiana Pacers when they get out and run. They could cause a lot of problems due to the ability of Tyrese Halliburton able to pass the basketball. Excuse me, something stuck in my throat. Being able to pass the basketball the way he passed it. Pascal Siakam, we know what he could do on the offensive end and defensive end of the basketball. Miles Turner have stepped it up in the first round of the playoffs against the Milwaukee Bucks, knocking down outside shots, which we gotta contain that as well. Nimhart, as you stated, Kels, Matherin, what's the other cat name? Nate Smith. Nate Smith. So we do got to contain them on the transition, but I feel like offensively they got to stop us as well.
Oh yeah,
they got to stop us. And our team I feel like is deeper than theirs. I think that's going to come into play for us. I think we got one of the deepest teams in the NBA, if not the deepest team in the NBA. So they got to find a way to stop us as well.
Right.
We come out and play our game, our style of basketball. Donovan Mitchell, I need you to be aggressive as usual. Darius Garland, I need you to come back healthy. Hopefully that toe is feeling better. Playing aggressive. Evan Mobley, this is why I need you to show us why you won that Defensive Player of the Year award this series, because you're going to have a tough matchup against Siakam and sometimes being matched up on Miles Turner as well. So I got all the confidence in the world. Kenny Atkinson, I believe they're going to put a good game plan together, get us through this series, and we're going to win it in 5.
Also, I feel as though they also got to don't turn over the ball as much. Try to minimize your turnovers because you could get on a break like that too. So, don't turn over the ball well. Rebound. Make sure you defensive rebound, offensive rebound, defensive rebounding, and just play your game. And it should be an easy win. But I'm not gonna say easy because the Pacers are hard.
They are a tough team. Real quick, give me y'all X factor in this series. Who need to be that X factor for both teams to win this series? Who got to be X factor for Indiana, and who's the X factor for Cleveland in this series? Peacock.
That was a great question.
I think Hunter gonna be the one for us. I think Hunter have a good game. Whenever Hunter play hard or he have a good game, It's like we blow the teams out the water. Because it's like when Hunter have a good game, that whole second unit play good. And
I agree with
when
her.
your whole entire second unit is playing good, I mean, that's your second unit, and you beating the starters with your second unit while your first team is on the bench. I mean, that's a dangerous team when your second unit can get it done.
Mm-hmm.
So
Who your key factor for Indiana?
I feel Hunter is gonna be Indiana. That's a good one. I'm not sure with Indiana because I really don't think they got a true answer for us. I mean, call me biased, but I just don't think they got an answer for us, no matter how good one of their players play.
Mm. Give me
Yeah.
your key factor, your key players, your X factor.
Yeah. Hey, Kels, you had that same Scooby-Doo look when you was talking about Miami the last two games.
I ain't have no Scooby-Doo. Look, what are you talking about?
You was like,
What? I don't know what you
ain't got no answer for it.
I don't know what you talking
Go back
about.
and play it. You was like, Go back and play it. I'm telling you.
He ain't even been on the show the last.
Go back and
He
play it.
ain't been on the show the last 2 days, so I don't know what he talking about.
We
my
talked about
aspect would be-
we talked about the Miami game. You remember you only gave us a cushion. You only gave us like a 10-point cushion. You said it was gonna be close.
Not the Scooby Doo.
Okay,
Give me your X factor for Indiana and your X factor for Cleveland.
My X factor is Matt Strus. Matt Strus got to score the ball and play good defense on Namhart or Naismith. The X factor for Indiana will be Obi Toppin. If Obi Toppin play well and he shoot the ball well, it's gonna be a problem.
I agree with that. I could see that. Obi Toppin, he do need to be a big factor coming off the bench for Indiana to get them bench points that they need. And I agree with you as well, Peacock. I think DeAndre Hunter gonna have to be that X factor for us because he's the one coming off the bench leading our bench group. And we're gonna need big minutes and big points for him. So DeAndre Hunter, you know what you got to do. I know what Ty Jerome gonna give us. You know what I'm saying? Coming off the bench, I ain't too much worried about him. But DeAndre Hunter, this is why we brought you over here. This is why we gave up a Karis LeVert and George Niang and I believe a future second round draft pick for you, DeAndre Hunter. So let's go, let's get it, man. The series starts Sunday in Cleveland. Cavs, Pacers, Cavaliers win the game 1, as I stated. Go win game 2. Go lose game 3. Win game 4 and 5. Series over winning 5. Cavaliers 4-1. Giannis eliminated for the second straight year to the Pacers. Kevin Durant not in the playoffs. We know the shambles and debacles and whatever you want to call it going on in Phoenix. Then we got Trae Young, who's been talked about as far as being involved in trade discussions. Even going back to last year. All three is eliminated. Giannis' future, we don't know with the Bucks. Durant, we don't know. Trae Young, we don't know. But if these guys was to get traded, which I think at least 2 of them 3 may be getting traded this offseason is a good possibility. What is the best landing spots for Giannis, Durant, and Trae Young? Kills.
I have for Giannis the Heat and the Clippers.
The Heat? Why the Heat?
Because because Pat Riley is looking for someone, a superstar. So I think that'd be the best fit for him because he still will have a team that's not full of superstars. He still can have like Tyler Hero with him, a bunch of good role players.
Same thing happened in Milwaukee.
That's what I'm saying. I think
what would be
Giannis
the difference then? What would be the difference?
Because he would have a healthier unit than he had in Milwaukee. He would have a healthy unit. You know, Dame hurt all the time. Bobby Portis get suspended. Kyle Kuzma didn't show up. So down in Miami,
they messed up when they let Drew go. They messed up.
Of course, but I would think that would be in the Clippers because of Kawhi.
They missed his defense this whole past series. They missed his defense.
But they traded Dame for offense. They thought they needed offense more than they needed defense.
Not that Miami situation. I don't say they. I mean, Who stepped up for Miami this series against the Cavs?
But he have a Tyler Hero or Davion Mitchell or a Nikola Jovic or somebody like that to help because Giannis doesn't need another player. He just need another. Giannis can take.
But if he go to Miami, who's going to be that player for him in Miami?
Tyler Hero.
I think he need more than that because he had Dame and he couldn't really. He had Dame.
Dame was injured most. Dame when it came down.
Dame just got injured. Dame just got injured like
the last 2 years. The last 2 years, playoff wise, and that's my boy. And this is my boy. Dame been injured. He went out with a calf injury last year. He went out with his.
And guess
he
what?
had in
the past 2 years, a healthy Tyler Hero, they still ain't did nothing.
But with a Giannis with Tyler Hero, if you pair Giannis and Tyler Hero together, that's a dangerous squad.
Is it just the two of them?
Look what he did just with Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton.
Wait a minute, Drew Holiday. Just Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday ain't no slouch, man.
I never said Tyler Hero is no slouch neither.
No, the way you said it though, like
I ain't said it like that.
What he did with a Drew Holiday.
I ain't said
Chris Middleton. They won a championship, dog.
If y'all took it like that, that wasn't what I said. That wasn't what I meant. But that what I meant. But that's the Heat and the Clippers for me. For Durant, OKC, and Miami. Miami gonna try to get anybody. And for the Trae Young, Magic and Bucks, if you're trying to keep Giannis and Milwaukee.
Peacock.
For Giannis, I'm not so sure because of the way it ended. They missing Holiday, who we don't know what type of situation Dame gonna be in. So I wouldn't be surprised if Giannis do make a move, but I will see if he don't stay with the Bucks. Trying to think if he gonna even stay in the East at this point, because there's a lot of teams, a lot of movement, even with talks or like the Lakers situation. You don't know what's going on with even though we don't know what's going on with Dallas exactly, but it's some teams that look like they're gonna have a lot of moving parts. Even when you talk about the Suns, it's possible they're gonna have some moving parts. For me, it's kind of hard for me to say right now with Giannis, because I think he's gonna go somewhere where he could pair up with another star to bring it up. Because you see,
not want to pair up with a star. He said
Giannis never said he wouldn't play with a star. What he said was he's
what is Dame?
With a superstar.
What is Dame?
Dame at that part of his career is a star. He's not a superstar, and that's my boy.
Don't play Dame now. Don't act like he ain't.
And that's my boy. And I've been advocating for Dame for the last couple of years. But what y'all always say, what have you done for us lately? He has not done nothing.
He was loyal. Wait a minute, he ain't done nothing.
No, he been injured.
You do know them two they was a top scoring duo in the NBA.
Right. And what that have.
So you can't just say like he ain't doing nothing. They just don't have enough on that team. They don't have enough on that team.
What happened?
They don't have enough on the team. I'm telling you, they don't have enough on the team.
Okay, so therefore, they lost, right?
No, it's not. You need to get rid of them. You need to add to it.
Being a top duo in a team and they still didn't get nowhere doesn't mean nothing.
It means you don't have enough. It means you don't have enough on the team.
That same energy when it comes down to you, Kels.
And I do. And I do. And I keep the same energy.
I mean, okay, now for instance, okay, here you go. I'm gonna give you another one you threw at me. You said it was just Luka and Bron, right?
And look what happened.
Oh, you see what happened. They needed another scorer, right?
Right.
So therefore, it's not that they don't have. They need another piece. Not to get rid of them. They need another piece with them.
You said Austin Reeves was that piece.
Yeah, but when you don't have a bench, did you see what they bench?
No, you said Austin Reeves was that piece.
Yeah, but they don't have a bench. They had nobody that can score.
So the Lakers didn't have Ruchi Hartsamar.
What did he do? Look at the stats,
Smith.
Look at the stats.
They don't have Jackson.
Look at the numbers. You can name 4 stars, but if they don't do
shit, Jackson Hayes got benched the last game, and the game before that, the nigga ain't even get as many minutes as he would normally get. So you can't use him.
Okay, but
You
you
can't
can
use
use
him.
Vanderbilt. You can use Vanderbilt.
What was Rui averaging in the playoffs this first round against
I don't.
Memphis? I mean
I
against
can look it up.
Minnesota.
But y'all just said all they needed was Luka and LeBron.
Nah. I ain't
Man,
say that's all they need. We ain't never said, oh,
That's what
all
I'm
they need is them three to win it.
I'm gonna get on that when we talk about the Lakers. I'm gonna say it mine when we talk about the Lakers. But that's crazy. For me, Durant, as far as Kevin Durant, I think the best landing spot for Durant will be. There's a lot of teams for Durant. You got Miami, but Miami will be. See what these stars got to understand is, you go to these teams, you know what I'm saying, for whether it's you trying to win a championship or you just want a new scenery. I don't know nowadays with these players, but they don't understand. You go into a situation thinking it's going to be sweeter than the situation you in now, but you giving up a whole bunch of pieces just for you to get the fuck over there.
Exactly.
So it's like Durant go to it's like the best landing spots. Okay, you got Miami. I think Miami have some assets that Phoenix will take if they about to be in a so-called rebuilding mode stage or whatever. You can give up a Khalil Ware. Would Phoenix want to take on Terry Rozier contract? Even though I don't think it's as much as, I don't know how much it is, but would they even want to take on Terry Rozier? Period. That's kind of like the Bradley Beal situation as far as contractual wise.
Right.
Duncan Robinson, they could give up a Duncan Robinson.
That's another contract.
But that's what I'm saying. Like and Miami got draft picks. The Rockets make sense to me. Houston tried to get him this past offseason.
He looked good in the Rockets uniform.
Man, Jalen Green, KD. Hell, much as I hate to say it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you love him if you're a teammate, but you hate him if you got to go against him. Dylan Brooks, Alfred Sengun, that'd be a nice.
Who would you give up for? Who would you trade for? I mean, what? Because
Jabari
Smith.
Jabari Smith.
Okay. Maybe a Tari Eason.
Depending on, I hate to say this, but the Rockets may have to involve Amen Thompson. He might be something.
That might be the key. That might be the key piece in the deal.
Yeah.
That might be the key piece and some draft picks.
Right. And would the Rockets be willing to let him go for older Kevin Durant? But what they would get from Durant, they'd get a guy who could give him 25, who could hit 40 a night if he hot, pure shooter, could pull up from anywhere on the court. So the Rockets make sense. And there's two more teams, the Pistons and the Spurs. San Antonio.
OKC?
Huh?
No, OKC?
For Durant?
Yeah.
I guess I could have added. I could have added OKC. I could have, because OKC got a lot of draft capital. I think Durant will mind going back to OKC. So that's a good team. That's another good team.
Shit, they got kind of a draft capital. They got Mount Rushmore picks.
For Giannis, I see the best landing spots for him. I would say it would be the Spurs, the Clippers. You said the Clippers killed. I can see them two teams. I think him and San Antonio will be nice, because I don't think San Antonio will have to give up De'Aaron Fox, nor of course Victor Wembanyama.
They probably got to give us Stephon Castle,
Devin Vassell, take an expired Chris Paul contract. Maybe a Jeremiah Shohan.
No.
Maybe him.
for Giannis.
For Giannis and some draft picks. The Clippers. I can see the Clippers giving up Norman Powell.
Norman Powell. That's a start.
Yeah, that's the start. Norman Powell, some draft picks.
I give us Zubac.
But you know what's
I
crazy
give us
is
Zubac.
OKC really don't have to. You see what they doing now and what they got. I think they got 3 first-round picks.
They can't use all them damn picks.
They can't. Man,
That's
could
what
you
I'm saying.
imagine?
You see what
They got
OKC
17. They got 17 first round picks.
when is
Man,
the last time a team had 3 first-round picks and was and was coming out the West? Possibly the team
That's
come out the
what I'm
West
saying.
and the following season got 3 first-rounders.
that's why that could probably work. Maybe give up.
You
Listen for
you have
Giannis. For
And
Giannis?
one of their picks is a protected 1 through 6 pick.
Listen,
but look, with SGA and Giannis on that team, I'm giving up. I'm giving up 4. I don't give a damn. I got 17.
I think the Bucks will probably want. I wonder would they want back a Chet Holmgren in that deal.
I give a check.
Chet.
Shit.
About 3 of them draft picks.
How the fuck was this possible?
Maybe Isaiah Joe.
Everybody is available except for SGA.
And in the next 2 years, OKC got 5 first-round picks.
Oh, I'm getting rid of
That's
them.
crazy.
I don't need them.
You got SGA, Giannis, J-Dub, and Isaiah Hartenstein, and Lou Dort. That'll be your starting 5.
Which is crazy. The team you got now, you can give up draft picks.
You forgot Alex Caruso.
And you don't have to lose nobody.
But hey, like I said, you could get Giannis with them picks and maybe a Chet Holmgren and 3 number ones. You know, because you ain't got to
They ain't got to give up nothing.
Besides
the draft picks.
I mean, Chet, they gonna have to give a 1 Chet and 3 number ones and a 2. I give up 5 draft picks.
Man, all you have to cut the link. Why you got to give up 5?
Why I gonna have to give up 5? I got 19. I'm not gonna use.
Next year they got 3. Well, this upcoming draft, they got 3, and in the following year they got 2.
That's 5 right there in 2 years.
Yeah, so why you need to? We don't need to mortgage your whole future. Your team is already set up for success. Your team is already winning. You're not coming out the basement, so you're not desperate.
I haven't. Giannis,
why make a desperate move if you're not desperate? You're not in the.
That is not desperate. I have 9 other picks. And Sam Presti.
That should be wild. That should be wild though.
If I'm already the number 1 team in the West, and I'm one of the most powerful teams, if not the best team in the NBA, I don't need to give up all that just to get that.
Want to tell you why I disagree with that at? Want to tell you why I disagree with that at? Before I disagree, my final one, Trae Young. I think the only team that makes sense for me and Trae Young is the Orlando Magic. I think that would be the best fit for Trae Young and the Magic. But get back what you just said, Peacock.
Yeah. Here you go. Like I said, they number 1, and they team is number 1 in the West, and you still got all them picks coming up in the NBA draft.
Look at what I did. Look at what I did this past season. So
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. All right, you had 17 picks, right? You got 5 number 1 picks in the first
5 first round picks
in the next 2 years, right?
In the next 2 years, yeah.
Okay. Now you already got 9 more picks in future draft capital. They come to you and say, "Hey, I want Giannis is available." You're not trading for Giannis.
I didn't say I'm not trading for Giannis, but I'm saying I'm not giving up 5 first round picks for him when I don't need it. I'm not in a desperate position to have to do that. If I'm trying to pull my team out the bottom, then yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I might have to make this.
No, that's stupid as hell.
How's that stupid? You already on top. Why do you need to mortgage your entire future? If you need them, You
Hey,
need them.
what
You the number one
hey,
team out the fucking
hey,
West and got a
hey,
chance to win it
what,
all.
hey,
This ain't
what's
no
y'all motto?
desperation team.
Hey, what is
Why
y'all
you gonna
motto?
give up you gonna give up your entire future
I'm gonna take y'all
to
motto.
keep doing to do what you already doing right now? Winning.
I'm gonna take y'all motto. The future number ones ain't nothing compared to Giannis right now.
But you don't
Who
got to
model
give
is
up
that?
5 of them.
Huh?
You don't
Who
have to.
model
You
is
don't have to
that?
give up 5 of them.
Giannis and SCA with each other, and you still not giving up the majority of your team, but you bringing in a Hall of Famer for 5 picks that you don't
Yeah,
know who
5
you gonna
first
be.
round picks. That's a lot to give up, dude.
You got 17.
This ain't draft.
You don't
This ain't
understand.
draft day. They ain't gonna turn around and give them back to you, dude.
All right, when I win three NBA titles, and those 5 picks
Because
don't
what you
come up
missing
to
is the
me-
big thing. You could possibly win the 3 NBA titles without even trading for Giannis. You are in a position to compete for that.
I
So
am going with Giannis.
why give up 5 when you should? If we are
Because
ready right here,
Because
favorite to
I
go
am
to the
going with
finals, I
I
don't
am
need to
going
give
with
up 5
Giannis.
picks. I don't need to give up 5 first
I'm
round
getting
picks
my
to get me
3.
over the hump.
I'm getting my 3 titles today, this year. Forget all that. I'll worry about the future in the long run.
Hey,
I
Kill,
got 9 of them.
I got a question. What position was we in with the Browns
What
after
position?
that Watson trade?
We was in last place.
We gave up, right, and we gave up a hell of a lot, right? And then our future was fucked up going forward, right? For the next few
We
years,
didn't
right?
need them. We didn't need them.
We didn't need them.
You try to compare Watson. You trying to compare
I'm
Watson.
giving an example how we mortgaged our entire
For
future,
example,
and we was trying to get out the hole. You have a team that's already
He
winning.
said,
It's
he
already
said, for
successful.
example, try and get. No, what he, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, so we can move forward. I think what he's saying is we gave up a lot for Deshaun Watson, and look where that left us at in the long run, as far as like us unable
to
not being
add
able
on to our team,
to make
build
certain
our team.
moves because we couldn't because of Deshaun Watson deal. So I guess what he's saying is like, well, if you give up 5 draft picks,
I know what he's saying.
then you don't got
So
another first rounder to the 2028 draft.
No, you cannot. You only can stagger. You can
Now,
only
now
can
understand
stagger.
this. This is the other thing, Kills, you got to think about too. Is everybody on OKC gonna stay?
They under contract. Everybody's under contract.
Everybody ain't gonna stay.
under
People
contract.
gonna be getting paydays. Trust me. As far as
Everybody
they
paid.
people
That's
are getting
it.
paid.
if they win and keep winning, yeah, them paydays coming.
They
win
coming.
and
That
keep
means
winning.
hey, they ain't gonna be able to afford. They ain't
Everybody-
gonna be able to afford everybody, Kills.
Everybody on OKC is paid. Your primary players are paid. Jalen Williams is paid up to 5 years. SGA just got an extension.
All right, come on, we gotta wrap it up. We gotta move to the next subject.
It's done. I'm training.
The Lakers season ended at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5-4-1. It's a lot of talk going on why and how the Lakers lost that series, especially that last game to the Timberwolves. The Lakers is out of it. They made a trade this past season for Luka. I guess looking at their future, the future face of the Los Angeles Lakers is Luka. Besides that, what's next for the Lakers now that they're eliminated? Peacock.
I think they can't run it back with that same squad unless they just come back way better than what they was. But I don't see that happening in just one off season. They're gonna have to acquire a couple more pieces because without a bench, you don't have nothing, especially going up against what the Timberwolves got now, and that's not only just the Timberwolves.
I ain't gonna say that. I
got that.
But what I'm just saying is like you see what they did to them. It's like you look at the size difference too. We knew the size was gonna be a problem, and it showed. They couldn't.
The size was a problem because. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The size was a problem because JJ Redick decided he thought small ball was gonna beat big boy ball. Basically, that was a bad decision on him to do that. That's why
I see what he's trying to do.
That's how Rudy Gobert ended up with 27 points, 25 rebounds, whatever it was the last doggone game.
He ain't got to jump over nobody.
Abuse.
That's what I'm saying. We knew size was a problem, but that was
lack of size. So
most of that was a coaching call, though.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a coaching call.
I see what he was trying to do though.
I don't know if Reddit gonna be there, but once you seeing it's not working, you gotta adjust. You can't keep throwing the same shit out there and get confused.
What do you think he was trying to do, Kels?
He was trying to get a team that can run. They didn't run the ball.
They ran themselves out the fucking playoffs.
When you're the smarter team, you have to run a bigger team and then run the ball. I understood what he was trying to do. He was trying to space them out for Luka and LeBron to get to the hole because Gobert was always stuck in a paint.
You still got to be able to stop somebody. You still got to be able to score.
When you small like that, you either have to play a zone to push everything in so you can have man on man.
You also got to have the personnel for that. You got to have the personnel on the court for that.
Like Golden State used to go small all the time with Draymond Green.
Golden State also had Curry and Clay.
And the Lakers had Luka and LeBron. So what's the difference?
They also had a better bench. They also had it would hold on. What Golden State team you talking about? What year?
I talk about all of them. They always ran small. If you really look at their teams,
but Draymond Green is a different small man. He could. I guarantee Rudy Gobert wouldn't have did that to Draymond Green.
Right, because Draymond Green
25 rebounds or whatever.
Right,
again, you can't compare Golden State to them.
All I was saying, I understood what he was doing. I ain't say it was a great move because
you still got again, you got to have the personnel on the court to be able to do that. You can't do that. You can't just throw them positions on there and expect them to be able to get it done.
As a coach, he thought that was a better fit for his team at that present time.
As a coach, when it's not working, you got to make the proper adjustments.
So what adjustment he was gonna make when this other adjustment wasn't working?
You got it. So, Kels, you don't do the same thing. That's the point. I don't care what adjustment you make. You got to try something. You don't try
He tried something. He tried to go small.
I think to answer your question, Peacock, will answer your statement as far as they gotta make a move. I mean, how do they make that move? What assets do they got to make a move? Besides Austin Reeves, which will have to be
shit, they got to do something.
And that 2031 pick, they got a first round pick with the 2031 pick.
Okay, but still, that's just one first round.
And Austin Reeves.
They're not giving up Austin Reeves, man. They're not giving him up.
Then they're gonna be stuck in the same.
Why would you give up your third best player when you're trying to build a team? You're not trying to get rid of it. You can't afford to get rid of him.
Winning with that person.
No, you're not.
Kel's philosophy is if they start, if they ain't win them, they start playing, get rid of them, trade them.
Man, that's crazy.
This ain't fantasy, Kel.
No, if I'm not, look, you said try something different, I got to try something different.
Yeah, try something different. Doesn't mean you get rid of your best players.
Either starting over and rebuilding, or
why not build off your three? Why not build off your top three if they good?
Because you have nothing to give. You have to give something to receive something.
Free agency.
If I'm calling you,
for one,
and you talk about
you got to make some moves. Free agency, you got to be willing to make them moves.
They don't have the money.
Yeah, the Lakers stuck financial wise. They
so what you gonna do? Well,
for what I was looking at some of their cap space, they can make a couple moves.
What minimum veteran moves?
I think when the Lakers messed up at this year, that whole Dalton Connect and Mike Williams trade that didn't go through because of a physical, whatever it was, that kind of like fucked the Lakers up to me, because I think they was really relying on having that big and Mark Williams, you know what I'm saying, to propel them or get them at least further in the playoffs than what they just did. So I think that trade hurt them. The decision making that JJ Redick made in Game 4 and Game 5, leaving starters in the Game 4 for the whole second half, and then you come out in Game 5 and you try to play small ball stuff because you think you're smarter than everybody. That's a Kel's move. You think you're smarter than everybody, so you're trying to do this and that, and you got beat up on the inside. So I think Rob Pelinka got a lot. Rob Pelinka and whoever else in that front office got a lot they need to think about. Of course, it all gonna rest on what Brian gonna do. Of course, it's gonna rest on what Brian gonna do.
Pelinka, Rob Pelinka did
And
make
it's,
a trade that he should have made a year ago.
You
And
said what?
he should have went out and got Buddy Hill and Miles Turner.
Yep. I agree with
And
that.
then on
I
top
agree
of
with
that,
that.
if we would have traded Anthony Davis now for Luka, that'd have been. But no, you want to hold on to great Austin Reeves.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that. I
And
think
you got LeBron here, and you pair him with Buddy Hill and Miles Turner in the back, and then you with Anthony Davis. Then you trade Anthony Davis for Luka. Oh, you got a team.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That Miles Turner Buddy Hill trade, I'd have
hit
rushed
that.
Rush that.
It would have been like, doo-doo-doo. Go ahead.
You would have got your bid
And your
got
shooter.
another shooter. You know what I'm saying? To put on that team at the time before Luka with Brian and AD. But then, like you said, maybe that trade still would have happened with AD and Luka. Now you had a Brian, Luka, Buddy Hill, Miles Turner. You still would have kept Rui, Austin Reeves. No, Austin Reeves would have been gone.
Austin Reeves would have been gone.
He would have been gone.
But you would have still had that Dorian Finney-Smith would have still been there.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
And
it probably would have been a whole different story. But the Lakers got a lot they need to do in the offseason.
Right.
Rob Pelinka and them boys got to get back to the drawing board because you made the trade for Luka already. That apparently that's the future of the NBA. Well, the future of the Laker nation, Luka Doncic. So
they should never
what's next, Lakers? Because y'all ain't bring Luka over here not to win no championships. So what's next? Speaking of the Lakers, Bron 40, 41. This would be like year 23 if he decides to play. What y'all think LeBron's future is?
I think LeBron is trying to get that fifth ring so he can get that monkey off his back. So he can be like, I'm up there with Kobe. I'm up there with. I think he really wants that fifth ring. I really think, and I think,
might do, but I don't think because of that.
No, I mean,
he want that fifth ring just because he wanted.
No, but it will get people not talking all that junk about him.
They like, still gonna talk regardless.
They still gonna talk.
They gonna talk regardless.
If Steph get his fifth ring, he better than LeBron. That's not even in the conversation.
No, they still gonna talk because they didn't say LeBron.
He's still not better.
They already said LeBron would have had more rings. He still wouldn't have been as good as Jordan and all that stuff. They still been saying it.
They gonna hit on LeBron regardless.
But
man, they talk about that stuff in and everything. I mean, like the way they look at him now. I hate when people go, "That's y'all GOAT." Y'all claim he the best player in the world, but at the same time, what NBA player in history is doing what he's doing at his age?
Nope.
So how can you not acknowledge that? It's like y'all look at him just because they say he not that team, he not that guy that can bring you back from down 3-1, but at the same time, he shouldn't be in that position to have to do that.
Not now in his career. See, and that's the thing that killed me because it's like at 40, 41, they still expect for LeBron to be out there like the 2003, 2007, where he leads any old team formed by the organization to the NBA Finals. Man, the dude is 40, 41, and he's still balling out during the regular season. Of course he's going to lose a step, but he's still balling, even with losing that step.
How the hell you 41 and you still running in the MVP? The MVP race at 41.
I think he should lead the Lakers and go try to get a ring with somebody else.
They gonna say something about that too.
Who give a shit? He 40-something years old.
Every team he didn't got a ring.
Barkley did it.
But no, LeBron can't do nothing like that because even at the age of 40, he's still supposed to be able to carry whatever organization it is that he's playing for to the NBA Finals, even at age 40, 41. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't 23, 24-year-old LeBron, 19-year-old LeBron, 31, 32-year-old LeBron, 40, 41. Of course he loses something. Of course he's not gonna be able to do what he was doing 2 years ago. Was Jordan doing it? No.
They can't name another player that was.
What?
You can't name another player that was. Shit, at the going 41, going up against the 23-year-olds, 25-year-olds. They supposed to be whooping your ass, but they
Kareem
not.
was all right
That's the
in his
crazy
40s.
part. You said what?
I said Kareem was okay in his 40s, but he wasn't like
He ain't doing what LeBron was doing in his 40s.
No, I mean, once again, if LeBron want to win a championship, LeBron comes back, he's not winning the championship with the Lakers. He has to leave. He's not winning the championship with the Lakers.
Unless the Lakers make some drastic changes.
And they don't have no kind of cap space, no type of, like I said, the only trade asset they got is Austin Reeves, and that's because he's young. And you can get a lot right now for Austin Reeves if he's smart. You can get back a good superstar player or a good star player for Austin Reeves.
What superstar you gonna get back for Reeves?
I'm not Rob Pelinka, so I don't know.
What?
That was one of those moments when Kills trying to do too much, but then got caught up at the railroad track.
Oh, you want me to name somebody? I can name somebody. I was just being sarcastic. I can name somebody.
Okay, what superstar you gonna bring from
I didn't say superstar.
You did.
I said star. I said star player.
You did say star player. You said superstar. Then you did like this and said star players.
I said star because you're not gonna get back a superstar player. For
all right. Well, what star players then?
You started with superstar. Just know that
you can go out and get somebody like.
Think real hard. Don't hurt
yourself.
You
probably could go get Durant. You probably could get Durant if you throw in the 2031. Durant, you probably could go get somebody like.
You able to edit that out?
I'm trying to think.
You can go get Durant with Austin. You gonna go get Durant with Reeves?
Yeah, you could have got Miles Turner and Buddy Hield for him, so you could get Durant
for Reeves.
Yes, Reeves are younger and Durant is older.
God damn, man!
You can get Austin Reeves in your draft pick.
I can't even blame it on the pick and sip this time.
Right, because he's so.
Oh, you the one who's not gonna trade Giannis and look in the future all the way and lose out on a.
Kills, you just Kills, yeah. You went from Kills. You went from giving up 5 first round picks. Kills, you went from giving up 5 first round picks for Giannis to getting Durant with Reeves.
Who? Austin Durant will go with Austin Reeves in a 2031 draft pick.
I don't think that's gonna be enough.
And somebody else.
When has that ever been enough?
Reeves gonna be the package. Reeves gonna be the one gonna be traded.
He ain't gonna get you Durant.
Or Devin Booker.
Booker ain't going nowhere. I can tell you that much.
And stuff.
Book ain't going nowhere. But I don't know. We'll see, man. LeBron said he gonna take his time with his decision. Speaking of LeBron, also now it's been reported that even if the Lakers would have won that game, LeBron James was gonna be done for the rest of the playoff because he sprained his MCL, or he wasn't gonna play the next game because he injured his MCL in game 5. So we'll see what's next for LeBron, man. At the age of 41, whatever he do, people gonna talk any damn way. So fuck him, Brian. Keep coming back playing if that's what you could do. That's what your body allowing you to do. Keep coming back, huh?
Would you trade LeBron?
I was just gonna say that might have to be an option, but at this stage of Bron's career, what did you go get from him? That's gonna make a significant change for the Lakers, huh?
Trade him to go to State.
For who? That's gonna make a significant change for the Lakers.
The Lakers are rebuilding right now, so with Luka, Kuminga, Moody,
You think the Warriors will give up all that for a 41-year-old Bron?
If they want to win another title, it's all about the title fuck next year. I mean, for real. If you really think about it, you got old heads already. You're not going to give up a number 1 pick. You're just going to give up players. And LeBron still can play. And you put LeBron and Steph and Draymond Green together, then you got a team. And with Jimmy Butler.
I was about to say Jimmy Butler too.
With Jimmy Butler. Now, if you want to win now, that's what you have to do. If you want to win now. I'm not looking to the future. I'm 45. Steph getting up there, Draymond getting up there. They want another ring.
Ain't no getting they is up there.
I'm not looking to the future. You want to hold on to your job, you better look to the future.
Look to the future for what? And you're not winning.
hey, Kills, when this season ends, you that GM, you still want to have a job at the end of the season.
If I don't win now, I still could get fired. Fuck the future.
Well, guess what? And that's why Kels put it this way, because this is the last year Kels will be able to make any type of decisions like that.
That's why he all in on everything, because
that's why he all in on everything. The Knicks ended the Pistons season, Game 6, and what was another good game between them two teams. Shout out to the Detroit Pistons. Shout out to JB Bickerstaff on how he had them boys playing this season. A big turnaround from last year to this year for the Pistons. But the Knicks end their season, Game 6. Now it's the Knicks, Boston Celtics. Next round in the 7-game series. What was y'all thoughts real quick on the Knicks ending the Pistons series, and what are y'all looking forward to real quick with the Knicks and Celtics? Peacock.
I think it's gonna be an all right series, but I still think Boston gonna take it. The way Boston play, I think the Knicks may give them a little trouble because they coming off Detroit wasn't a bad team to begin with.
No, they wasn't. I like Detroit.
They played good. Yeah, they played good. I thought we was gonna actually get the chance to match up against them.
Yeah.
But I think Celtics gonna take it in 5, maybe 6 at the most. I don't see it going 7 games. I say 6 at the most. Celtics gonna take it.
Kills.
For Detroit, that's a hard way to lose. That's a hard ass way to lose.
You got to tip your hats to him though.
That was and you get crossed over, and then he shot a 3. That was a great move, and then a great shot because I thought he was gonna drive the ball, but but I feel that the Knicks match up well with Boston. I feel though with OG and Mikal Bridges and with Jalen Brunson scoring and Cat, they are match up. They are evenly. They not evenly matched. They match up well with Boston. And what New York have to do is stop turning over the damn ball so much.
Cat gonna be the big factor in that series, man. Like Cat can't have games like he had in Game 6 against Detroit, or had games where he hit for 30. He hit for 30 plus 2 straight games. He come back 13.
Yeah, he had 10 the last game.
10, whatever it was. Like
10 spot. Whatever. You can't drop off against Boston.
Boston is another team I think where they're gonna take advantage of in this series is their bench as well. I think their bench is better than the Knicks, and we know Thibodeau like to play his starters all 48 minutes, 46, 47 minutes of the game.
Hey, the bench players be like this. I'm about to eat me a hot dog.
I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I ain't about to get in anyway. I'm chilling. Tills, go ahead, do what you do.
You know what's funny? They bench player I think played the most was 16 minutes, and there was a drop off after that. I'm like, damn, and another drop off after that. I'm
Tills
like,
don't care.
He don't care.
I'm like,
man.
damn,
Don't care.
Look, he had Josh Hart out there last night playing. I think he had 4 fouls. He picked up his 4th foul early in the third.
Sure.
Still had him out there.
You better not foul. You better.
OG played 44. I'm like, God damn.
But see, that was the reason why a lot of players felt the way they felt about Thibodeau of his whole coaching style, his whole coaching method.
You
know what I'm saying? Like he wear you out during that regular season, and that playoff time come, you just fall apart, man. And I think against Boston, the firepower that they have, even coming off the bench, I think it was gonna hurt the Knicks, man. And what's gonna be their downfall and their demise for this series. So I'm taking Boston as well in this series.
I'll take it.
You know what's crazy?
You take the Knicks?
No.
Oh, what'd you say, Peacock?
What's crazy is
out
of your entire team, only three of your bench players seen the court in that last game.
McBride, who was it? McBride, Mitchell Robinson, and
Payne. And Payne only seen it for 6 minutes.
They don't got no other.
Nobody else touched the court except for warm-ups.
They ain't played Precious or nobody like that.
They ain't got nobody, man.
Only time they got on the court,
they gave
the court was starting the second half when they was doing warm-ups.
The Knicks was another team I gave up a lot. They gave up a lot to get Mikal Bridges. And just for this,
man, that tells you they ain't got no faith in any other players.
Just for this reason against the Boston Celtics. So
yeah. Because if you look at their first, OG and Mikal Bridges, they can match up. I said they're not they can try to contain Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. You can see them two matching up. And then with Porzingis, you got Cat. So
okay, what about Derek White, Drew Holiday? He's coming back.
Drew Holiday, you got Brunson. They're gonna be worried about Brunson on the offensive end. But I'm just saying, if you look at the matchup, I'm not saying that in real life. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. But in real life, you can see what New York was trying to do.
No, I get it. Yeah,
but can New York run like that? Can they run matchup like that on Boston, playing all those minutes with no rest? You playing a deeper team. You playing a deeper team. Your starters got to get a breather somehow.
They about to start playing. You can get your breather, but it's a risk. You can rest your players sometimes by playing a zone. You can rest them for a minute. It's a risk, but that's how you get.
Boston realize that they gonna destroy that zone,
and then you just get out of it. And then you
ain't got no rest because they know your game plan at that point.
That's when the floodgates about to open again. The floodgates about to open.
Look, you got TV timeout.
The Knicks gonna have to knock down shots this series too.
But if
that Boston shoot the 3-point.
If you're a coach, you got the TV timeout coming all at once. You got your timeouts, and if you see them doing like this, tugging on their pants, you call a timeout and let them rest.
Yeah.
You can't burn all your timeouts up.
You can't.
I said if you see them tugging their shorts, I ain't say
you gonna see them doing that. You gonna see them doing that a lot.
Boston don't run like that though. Boston don't run up and down the court like that though.
Man,
they get a rebound, they out.
And so
they out.
And if they know that's how you getting your rest, they ain't gonna allow you to get your rest.
That's why you play.
We'll see though. The Knicks coming off a hard-fought series against the Pistons, now going up against the Celtics. Cavs, Pacers, that's in the East. The West, we got OKC against
did they play?
Shit. OKC playing the winner between
They playing the winner between Golden State and what's
Golden State. The winner between Golden State and Houston play
the Denver Nuggets.
The winner between it was 1-8, 4-5, 3-6, 2-7. The Lakers, they play Minnesota. The winner between Houston and Golden State play Minnesota, and the winner between Denver and the Clippers play OKC in the next round.
Mm-hmm. If it's Denver, that's gonna be interesting.
Denver and OKC, that's gonna be very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Real quick before we get out of here, fellas. Before we get out of here, real quick, the Clippers force Game 7 against the Nuggets. Ooh. Game 7 will be in Denver. Who y'all got real quick? Denver Clippers.
Denver.
I got Denver too.
I'm gonna take Denver, but if Harden come out and show his ass or play like he can play, like he been playing, Denver, this ain't gonna be no easy win for Denver.
This Game 7 Harden ain't gonna play.
Hey, that's what they were saying, but
it's a fact. Every Game 7,
he done played more. He done showed up lately.
Every
Game 7 his whole career.
All eyes on Harden. Like
Harden,
you see what he do.
Hey, he know.
I think the Joker gonna come out and play big. He might end this game with a triple-double. It's a closeout game, so we know what he gonna get from that. It's in Denver. I like Denver chances. I'm taking the Nuggets to win this game, to win this series, to go on and face the OKC Thunder. Hey, y'all, great show, fellas. Great show. Appreciate everybody from tuning in on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content like you receive today. And I appreciate everybody that tuned in on the Spivey Media Network. Appreciate all the support. Keep it coming. For myself, for Pills. For myself, for Kales, and Peacock. Y'all stay safe, man. Y'all have a great weekend, man. We're going to catch y'all Monday, same time, same place. Deuces.
Play all y'all draft picks.
Don't listen to Kales.